I'm curious, as somebody who has obviously worked on some extremely strong media brands and then moves over to start your own thing. Um, has it been different as a founder and somebody who kind of has a little bit more of an ownership stake in a brand versus other brands that obviously, punched well above their weight, carried an enormous amount of notoriety and shine? Uh, what was the experience like moving from a space where you kind of inherited and played a smaller role in the brand and then moving into one where you owned it?
It's super different, and it's given me a lot of empathy for the kind of founders of the previous businesses that I definitely did not have at the time. And I think what the biggest difference is what happens is when you're the head of something, well, you're a functional head. Your KPI is to drive sales or renewals or inbound leads. And in my case, in growth marketing, drive audience growth. And at times you can take any of those KPIs like audience growth to their extremes, which you're incentivized to do because your reputation, your success, your paycheck, your bonus, they're all dependent on that number getting bigger. But at times, and especially at the extremes, maximizing or optimizing that one KPI, it actually comes at the expense of the brand. There's things you can do that I would say are like anti-brand that will grow the numbers in the short term or grow revenue or increase renewal rate if you're ahead of sales or customer success. And you don't have to think about those things as the head of growth as at another company. Whereas, when you're in the actual founder seat, you know that kind of nothing is more important than the long term, like protecting the long term vision.
Hmm.
And so you all the time make trade offs like, we're not going to do that, even though it's short term revenue or it would, increase our subscribers or audience because I know what path that's going down
Mm.
and I'm going to be here, years from now. I don't want to go
Right.
down that path. So it's very, very different in that regard.